Good morning, children. Today we are going to begin with the first chapter of civics, that is the Constitution of India. What is a constitution? In simple words, if we say, it is the rule book of our country. For example, every student in our school has got a diary in which all the rules and regulations that he or she has to follow is mentioned. Hence, diary is the rule book of our school. The same way, every country has got a written document that contains the rules and regulations which has to be followed by every citizen of that country. So, the Constitution helps us in determining the structure of the government, the powers, the rights and duties of the people. Now, what is the need to have this constitution? First of all, it defines the basic nature of our society. If we say in a simple word, it lays down the ideas that all citizens believes in and agrees to uphold or follow. The second point is, it helps us to know the basic structure, basic political structure of that particular country. Children, every country will have a constitution, but it is not necessary that country should be a democratic country. Okay? For example, our neighboring country, Nepal. It was on May 2008 that the Constituent Assembly of Nepal decided that they are going to have a federal democratic form of government. Till then, they had monarchy, in which it was king and his ministers that made the decisions for the common people of the country. We all know, in our country, we elect the people. We elect the people, and the elected representatives are the one who makes the decision on behalf of us. Clear? The third important point is, it protects the interest of the minorities. If I explain it, I can say that no upper class people or no person in the society who has got the power has the right to dominate the weaker section of the society. Clear? If we go back, many years back, Harijans were not allowed inside the city. They were not allowed to enter the temple. Their children were not allowed to enter the schools. So the government has made certain provisions, certain reservations, so that under the article right to education, every child, irrespective of any caste, creed, color, sex, has the right to be educated. Clear? Now the fourth point is, the Constitution helps to safeguard against the choices that might have an undesirable effect on rules and principles that our country believes in. Now, what was the need? Who put forward the need to have a constitution? It was in the year 1943 when the Congress put forward the demand for the Constituent Assembly, in which only the Indians are going to be the members. Finally, it was December 1946 when around 300 delegates came together under the leadership of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He is also known as the father of Indian Constitution. They came together to draft our constitution. It took nearly 2 years and 11 months, and on 26 November 1949 our constitution was approved. Now the main features of the Indian Constitution. I'm only going to name them. I will explain them in detail in the next class. The first main feature of the Constitution is federalism. The second one is the separation of powers. The third one, directive principles of the state policy. Then comes the fundamental rights. And the last, the fifth one is the parliamentary form of government. And the last one is the secularism. Hope you all have understood this chapter. Complete the worksheets and go through the notes uploaded in the eCare. Thank you, children.